Yeah. So anyways, after all that mess that was happening in Lebanon, I was like, man, I can't do this anymore, you know? So I just came back to Canada, chilled for a little while, was training and just figuring out my next move. And Mahir calls me.
How old are you by now?
At this point, I was like 21, 22.
Okay.
And then Mahir calls me. He's like, bro, my team needs a striker.
Now, he's a great baller, by the way.
Bro, he's the sickest.
He's a great baller.
Like, everyone knows he's the best, like probably one of like top 2 to ever come out of Ottawa, you know?
Amazing, man.
And he calls me. He's like, bro, we need a striker. Like, would you come? And I'm like, I've always wanted to play in Europe. This was in Germany, you know? I'm like, I might as well test myself in Europe. Europe was a difficult place for me because, you know, unless you're playing in the top leagues, you have to work as well, right? Having a full-time job in a country that you don't speak the language, what kind of jobs are you going to get?
Nothing.
Terrible ones. So, bro, I was working in a warehouse. I had to like lift heavy shit all day. And then I'd get to the practice, man, I couldn't even put my shoes on because my feet were so swollen from the boots, from the work boots. And I'd have to put up big performances, you know? So Germany, I was there for 2 years, and I spent most of my time, to be honest, like in 2 years, I played for 4 teams.
But you still did it, though. You still threw on those big performances, though.
I did, like in the DFB Pokal, which is the German Cup, like, you know, I scored a few goals, I did big things, but like, bro, the problem is that like, looking back, I was such a hothead, and I had such a terrible temper that like, I signed 8 professional contracts in my lifetime, and I never finished any of them.
That's insane.
So that all, like looking back, like I know a lot of it was my fault too. You know, things would go wrong, and I wouldn't stick through it. And in Germany was the same situation. You know,
Let's keep talking about Germany. I don't want to start jumping the stories.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and
2 years.
So in Germany, I had a very, very rough time. It was probably one of the hardest times of my life because, like I said, you have to work full time, and you have to also put up big performances. It's a high level, and
good ballers,
very good ballers. And bro, it didn't align with me because we partied a lot. I lived in an apartment on the same street as all the clubs. And like over there, you get a lot of attention.
Corruption at its finest.
Do you know what I mean? And young guy,
yeah.
You know, coming from Lebanese, you know, like it was hard for me to focus.
I fucking hate to say it, but we're built different, bro. I'm telling you.
You know, and
I'm
like,
not even being cocky.
But it's the truth.
I swear
it's the truth. And like, you know, people were drawn to me there, and I didn't deal with it properly. You know, I partied way too much, and like I had a bad reputation in the city because, you know, my coaches would be like, bro, like, we found out you were out last night. Like, we have a game in 2 days. Like, what's the situation?
Yeah.
But bro, I was young, you know, and like I wanted, like, I cared more about like the look of a footballer rather than actually putting performances on the pitch.
Well, at least you're honest about it.
Even though I was super dedicated to training, like I trained like an animal, but you need discipline to go to the next level. And that's why I didn't go so far, because bro, I was just having fun all the time. I lived 2 lives. I lived the life of a footballer, and I had a completely other life.
And that one was taken over way too much, though, eh?
Big time.
At least you're honest about it.
You have to be. You have to understand your mistakes, and you have to learn from them. And, you know, that's why I'm in a position now where I'm teaching young athletes.
Were you realizing that when it was happening?
100%.
And you're like, fuck it, I'm still going to do it.
You want to know why?
I would love to know.
Like, John Jones used to say this, okay?
The bones.
He used to say, like, he used to party hard, I think a week before a big fight.
Yeah.
And he would say something like along the lines of, if I lost the fight, I would know what to blame it on.
That's hilarious.
So I feel like now that I'm older and I'm reflecting, it's like I wasn't where I was meant to be. I should have been way higher. So I was so like angry at myself and upset at my situation that like I lashed out in that way.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you had the opportunity. They're right there.
They're right there.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So your coaches are pissed off at this point.
Super
They're
pissed
like,
off.
man, Antonio, get your fucking shit together.
Yeah. A lot of my coaches, like I said, 8 professional contracts. I never finished any of them.
Was that one a professional contract?
Yeah.
Why did that one not finish?
In Germany?
Yeah.
In Germany, I had 4 in 2 years.
I'm trying to understand, like, how does it work, the dynamic from... What was the first contract? Why did they terminate it? Did you walk away or they terminated it?
The first one, honestly, some of them were my fault, but others, like, I blame them for sure. You know, even now I know, because they signed me and 5 other guys, okay? And the one guy came from First League Italy, and there was big players, but they were winning every game. So you know how they say, like, don't change the lineup if you're winning?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, we get there, 6 months, I'm just literally sitting on the bench with all the new players that they signed.
No way.
Only me and another player would feature sometimes, like off the bench. And bro, the players who were on the field that were playing ahead of me, like I couldn't understand how they were playing ahead of me. I just couldn't. I tried to justify it. I tried to be the good guy and see all scenarios. I couldn't. So bro,
No, it's a hard blow to the ego too, man.
they did a lot of weird things to me, and then I'm like, no, I can't deal with this. So I just left the team and I went to their rivals. And
Was there any consequence for doing that, by the way? Is there any like fees,
so look,
lawsuits?
in Germany, there's a rule if you're inactive for 6 months, you can sign on a free agent.
Okay.
So that's what I did. I didn't play for 6 months, and then I just signed for their rival team in the
So
same
if you
city.
signed in 5 months, what would have happened to you? Or it's just
They could do something. They could sue you or whatever. You know.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So the loophole is 6
Yeah.
months.
So then for this new team that I joined, the first 4 games I scored like 6 goals,
Oh, so they're loving you right now.
and then the old president calls me in for a meeting of the first team that brought me there, Mahir's team. Bro, he was screaming at the top of his lungs. He's like, "How could you do this to us? We brought you here, like blah blah blah." I'm like, "You had 6 months to play me, and you never played me. You played me a few minutes here and there." I'm like, "I'm not dealing with that." You know?
I want to play. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm a young guy.
I came here.
man. Yeah.
I'm coming from Canada to Germany, and you're not playing me. You're telling me I'm for the future. What do you mean? What future? Right now? It's either now or never. I'm not waiting for no one. So, and I'm like, as you see,
And practical experience in the game is huge, bro.
huge. And I told him, I'm like, as you see, I made the right decision.
Yeah.
6 goals in 4 games.
Yeah.
You know, and I was all over the newspapers and stuff. He was pissed. Bro.
Oh, you're fucking rubbing it right in his face.
Yeah, hard, and like rightfully so, because he disrespected me. You know, like and anyways, yeah. So basically, in Germany, that's how it was. There was a lot of like.
Okay, be petty if you want, bro. Honestly, fuck these guys. You slept on me, and then now it's your loss. You know?
But it's not even that he slept on me. It's our own players. We would have team meetings, and they would be like, they would stand up and be like, "How are you bringing this guy from Canada, and he's doing so well, and like you don't even play him?" Like even the players were like,
So why didn't he play you?
"Bro, it's just he was like that. He was winning. These are the players he's known for ages. He just had us as backup just in case, you know." And
So you're
Yeah.
coming around, he's showing up, putting them in their place, right?
did.
So
I did, and he knew he made the wrong decision, and it is what it is, you know. And
that whole point was just to call you in to bitch you out?
literally.
What was the whole point of that?
He wanted me to come back to the team. He's like, "Listen, let's make a deal right now." So I started negotiating with him, even though in my mind I knew I wasn't going to go back. You know? I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "What do you need? Like, whatever you want." I'm like, I started naming things. He's like, "Sure, deal."
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, they really wanted you back.
Yeah. And I'm like, "No." Like, in my head, I knew, like, no. So I left his office and then continued on with my life.
Do you think that was smart to do at the time being? Because now you just alienated somebody for no reason? Or are you just being petty or pissed off?
Bro, the thing is, I needed better guidance in my career. Someone to be like, "No, stay here, wait." I didn't have that.
Because I would have been like, bro, don't do that.
Bro, I made all the decisions.
I'm very big on keeping good bridges alive.
I know.
You know? I never burn a
Bro,
bridge.
I'm telling you, like my entire career was me making the decisions and the terrible decisions. I was a kid,
And a hothead too.
hothead. I thought it was the best. Like I thought like no one could talk to me. You know what I mean? Like because I felt like I deserved to be here, but I wasn't there yet. So I was trying to get there as fast as possible. But it's not how the game works. You know, you have to go through. You know, you can't disrespect the game like that. It takes time, and you know, you need to put in the work and be calm. And I just think, you know, professional sports was not for me, because in professional sports there's a lot of ass kissing. You're basically like a soldier. You have to, you know, obey orders, even if you know your coach is wrong or the club is wrong. You still have to obey them.
Tons of politics.
And for me, I couldn't do that. If I saw something was like not right or I didn't agree with certain things, I couldn't just keep my mouth shut. And that's why I feel like, you know, professional sports is not for everyone. You know, don't get me wrong. If I'm making millions of dollars, my mouth is going to be shut.
But not when I'm working at a factory.
Right?
And I got to come put on a performance.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I get it, man.
So yeah.
I think that's the dark side of the life that people don't know, huh?
Bro, it's so hard to make it. People don't understand. Like I see these guys here in Ottawa, they're like trying to make it. And I'm like, bro, you guys have no idea the world that's out there. You know? It's such a